So I thought I would end on a final practice, and this is just a little gentle breathing practice and a little setting an intention. Okay, so let's take the opportunity one more time to pause. Okay, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and lower your gaze if you are not able to close your eyes in this moment. And once again, feeling your feet on the floor. I'm going to invite you to place a hand on your belly, place a hand on your heart. I'm just checking in with this open invitation. How can I best meet myself right now? What do I need to thrive? What supports, inner and outer, might help me feel my very best? And what might be one commitment I might make toward that? Maybe it's one of the practices that we did today. Maybe it's just bringing more self-compassion talk into our practice. And just reflecting on the genuine sincerity of wanting to feel well. Just recognizing your desire to feel well, recognizing we all want to feel our best, right? And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back. Oh, I see a question here. Nadia, yes. Can anxiety manifest itself in physical pain? I have pains in my leg and arm at the moment, and also anxious, wondering if it's connected. Oh, it's such a good question, Nadia. That the mind-body piece, is something that researchers have been exploring a lot lately, because we know that stress impacts the nervous system. It affects many different organs in the body, our musculoskeletal system, our digestive system. So it makes sense that we can have physical pains and physical effects from stress, or sometimes stress can exacerbate pain responses. So it's a complicated question, because we're really complicated, our organ system. When we meet physical pain in our bodies, I like to think about it as a messenger, giving us information that it needs our attention in some way. And sometimes it's, oh, I need to work on my stress, right? Or anxiety. Sometimes it's actually a call to get physical attention, to go into a doctor's office because there may be something physical. So I think rather than trying to figure it out, this gentle recognition of like, oh yeah, something's happening in my body. And by slowing down and noticing it, using mindfulness, using somatic resourcing, I'm recognizing there's something here. So that's the power of taking a mindful pause. So I think anxiety, my long answer to that is yes, anxiety can affect many, many different organ systems and physiological responses. And we can also treat ourselves kindly by paying attention to what's happening in the body. So when we do a practice and we notice like a pain in the leg or arm or tension, instead of trying to make it go away, we can first notice, oh, there's pain here. We can bring compassion to that. And then we might ask ourselves, yeah, what would be most supportive right now for this, right? So I've heard this great phrase, and I did not come up with it, but I love the phrase, which is, we bring self-compassion to ourselves like a parent would bring compassion to their child when they have the flu, right? We can't make the flu go away. We bring compassion because we're suffering. They're suffering. And so the same thing for ourselves. If we have pains in our legs and arms, we can bring compassion to that, not to make it go away, but just because there's some level of distress here. So hopefully that gives a little bit of an answer to your question. So I'm happy that you're taking in this webinar today, and also to plug Studio B and some of the resources on the platform. There are somatic resources, emotion regulation, breathing practices. So, when we're thinking about managing stress, we want to think about that full approach, right? The three prongs: emotion regulation, somatic resourcing, and self-compassion. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Nadia. Thank you. Well, thank you all so much for participating today. I'm really excited to be here to celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month, to recognize the deep care that we have toward our own well-being, and to continue to work with you all on ways to support yourself. So thank you again, Jen, and the folks at Studio B, Jyoti and Jake, and look forward to seeing you all in the near future. Be well, everyone.